What is up, everybody? I am Taylor, and welcome to Unboxing Match. It's the world's best, because it's probably the world's only, comic book mystery swap show on YouTube. Basically, I have a guest on. We exchange mystery boxes. We talk about life, the universe, and everything, and comics. Yeah, lots of comics. Today's guest is Irvin from Nerd Nostalgia. He's got Instagram. He's got a podcast. He breaks news on his podcasty-grams, and he has a YouTube channel. He's got all that stuff. So we're going to bring him on, and we're going to see what happens, and, how it all goes. So anyways, without further ado, welcome, sir. How you doing tonight?
Doing wonderful, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, yeah, what's new? Anyways, tell the audience a little bit about yourself. I keep forgetting to do that part with guests. So
Yeah, for sure. Let's jump into it. You hit everything pretty much on the nose, though. A little bit more things about me. I like long walks on the beach.
All right.
Kittens, puppies more so than kittens. Give me a good romance novel. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Well, I mean,
no.
Because your box is all romance comics, so that's good.
Exactly. Well, First of all, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Matt McConaughey, that's my guy.
That's true. Yeah.
No, super nerd. Started our podcast with two other buddies, which we've known each other for different amounts of time. They've known each other since like first grade. I've known one since college, and the other one since that other buddy's wedding. And we would like meet up, talk shop, just nerd stuff, comics, video games, everything. And we said, let's do something together. And so we started the podcast. And then as time progressed, kind of evolved the page, instead of it just being podcast focused, to all pop culture.
Nice.
And that's it. And then, I have a crack habit that everybody else, especially all the folks that are in the chat, I'm sure.
If you want to get rid of that newsprint, Batman 423, just let me know.
I just got it. Shout out to Comic Big Chris. He's the one who hooked it up with that. Actually.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. He's in the audience. So Chris,
there he is.
Son of a bitch, you didn't give it to me. You must have given it to me.
Oh man, and it's a beautiful copy too. Like I'll probably get it graded down the line.
Nice. I've got a second print somewhere. I don't have a first anywhere. So
yeah, they go for a chunk of change, but like I said, he hooked it up. Great dude.
Nice. So, okay, yeah. Well, the way it works is I'm going to have you kind of dive into your box first, and we'll just sort of talk about stuff and things. If it's shaking, I did it wrong. So
No, you're good. There's no shaking. I had to make sure that it was your box. I'm so far behind. Look, I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse to the madness. This is like all the stuff that I have to catch up on.
Yeah, that's about right for everybody that I know. Yeah, that's
good grief.
I double check to make sure the same. I've got a stack of boxes that I have to keep a track and keep order of. So
we're just the worst. And I'm like, I'll get to it. Like there's a Wolverine one in there.
Yeah.
Not a 181. There's like 3 or 4 slabs.
Well, if you got any Thor Jane Foster, you better get to them and get them out before that,
So I just sent those into CBCS. So I'm like, nice. Fast track them. Let's go. Yeah. I sent in 3.
Nice. I don't have her first cover. I have the issue number 2 second print, and then I have a Gore the God Butcher that I'm probably gonna put up for sale because nice. Hell yeah.
That's it right there. It's just a blank variant. Came in 9.4.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe I'll raffle that off.
So you gave me one of the more odd lists of characters and stuff because everyone else, almost without fail, everyone else in this show has said, "Oh, Spider-Man," and then a list of secondary stuff. So I don't think Spider-Man was even on your list. He might have been, but he was nowhere near the top.
No, yeah. I'm not a big Spider-Man collector. I do have some. I mean, I don't even know if I have any back there, but it's for me, I'm a cover whore. And nice. I don't know if we can curse on this.
Yeah. It's nobody watching this shit. So
but I'm a cover whore. It goes cover. It usually goes complete story first. Like if it's something epic, say Something is Killing the Children, Watchmen, nice. Things like that. That comes first, and then I look at the art after. But then if not, then I look at the art. And so with a lot of Silver Age Spider-Man doesn't really connect with me, but there are some that I'm like, man, that's a sick cover.
He did. There were some baller covers. The Silver Age Marvel had some great covers.
Yeah,
all the way across the board. So do you have like a favorite character then, or is it just kind of story first, character second?
Silver Surfer first.
Nice.
He's always been my guy. When I was a kid, my brothers shared a room, and on one wall was this. I don't know if it was Guile from Street Fighter or if it was just like a regular army dude, but like they had like a mural on that wall. Then on the other wall was Silver Surfer, like just soaring through the skies.
Awesome.
So every day I saw it, and he just eventually became my favorite.
That's cool. He's a cool character. I mean,
he's an awesome character. I think. No, I don't have anything. I'm trying to think. They're hidden behind there.
Oh,
I have like those are like stacks of slabs back there.
Okay.
Then Flash, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
Flash. You'll have to explain the Flash to me because I never understood the fascination with that character. I mean, he ran fast, and I get that, but like I just never got. I could get into a lot of the DC stuff and a lot of the DC Silver Age stuff, but never the Flash for some reason.
That's fair. He's, I find that a lot of people don't care for him too much, but I've always been drawn to speed. So that's kind of where it starts, right? Yeah. So fast cars, fast bikes, whatever, right?
Cocaine, yeah.
With what's that? Women, yeah.
Cocaine, not like
cocaine,
yeah.
So with him, in my opinion, I think he's the strongest DC character out there.
Yeah. Sure.
Because he's able to manipulate time, even though obviously you're not supposed to, and he learns the hard way that you're not supposed to, but he has that power. The only way Superman can do it is by like going so fast around the world that he reverses the way it's turning and all that, right?
Yeah, like the
With
movie.
him, he just runs a certain amount of speed and he's in the past.
Yeah.
Then he has his big mega punch. So like you gotta love that. And then ultimately also because he's always running and burning calories, he gets to eat whatever he wants.
Everything. Sure, that makes sense. That I can relate to. If he's near a Taco Bell, he's in good shape. So
yeah. I love, by the way, that in these unboxings or whenever you ship them out, you do the one with your art on there.
I've got a few left. I'm running out of them, but I had a bunch to get to kind of like and I they're good boxes.
They're good boxes,
to use to other people. So
yeah, I keep them. Like I think these that Spider-Man booth boxes are pretty solid.
Yeah, they're
look,
good.
Lucky number 8.
There you go.
Shout out, yeah, man.
That's all JP from that Spider-Man booth. He's a big Kobe fan.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so that's where my obsession with the Flash started. And then in the Justice League show, growing up, the animated cartoon, arguably one of the best shows ever made. Wally West he was quippy, he was funny.
Sure.
That's why I like him over Barry Allen.
Okay.
So yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Wally West.
Like I said, I never got into it, but I did read that. What's it, Rogues, the one that just kind of came out like a week or two ago, and I like it. I like Flash's bad guys, and so like the Rogues, I'm digging. It's like Captain Cold and all those guys going on Final Heist. So
he's got really good, and then Reverse Flash. I mean,
oh yeah.
But
there's like 4,000 speedsters that are up against them. I can't keep track. I tried watching the CW show, and there's like Reverse Flash and Zoom and Solomon or
Avatar.
So, sure, yeah.
You're like that one, sure.
Yeah,
that's the only issue is because he's kind of OP. Yeah. They always have to create another speedster that he has to
go a little faster or do
exactly. And so I'm just like, okay, it gets repetitive, and I get it.
Yeah,
but he does have some of the coolest characters in my opinion.
I need to read the Flashpoint run at some point and all that kind of stuff. I just haven't gotten to it. It's on my list. So
you haven't read Flashpoint?
No, not yet. I was not reading comics when it came out, and so
fair.
That's another thing. Like I'm behind on my DC stuff. Marvel, I'm mostly caught up as caught up as I'm gonna get. Like I'm never gonna read 90s X-Men. Like after you just couldn't pay me enough to.
No.
But like the Jeff Johns Flash and the Flashpoint and that kind of stuff, and then like some of the Green Lantern-y stuff I need to read and catch up.
Yeah, there's some good writing in there. Blackest Night, that was another good one. But Flashpoint, man, it's
I've heard it's good. And I maybe I'll just cheat and watch a DC animated movie, but
it's pretty much the same. Like there's barely any differences. Okay, I'm gonna try to not see these. Is there any specific order?
Just start at the top. I think start at the top. I can't remember.
Okay,
I think I just flipped the top one over. I don't know. I don't remember.
There we go. Let me flip these.
You can mix them up. It's fine. They're probably in order of like value-ish, but it's just kind of hopefully things that would just fit your interest and books I thought you'd dig or whatever,
As I said, I'm a cover whore, so.
Well, yeah, I'm a regular old whore, so.
All right, here we go. Book number 1. Get that glare. So
with the glare and a Post-it, which I don't remember to put on any of these Post-its.
It says Nerd Nostalgia.
There you go. So that was probably the top. Yeah, that was probably the first one.
That's a rad cover. So I'm a fan. I do like Hot Girl a lot.
Yeah.
Let me turn this down. I do like Hot Girl. And then I like the sultry ladies. I like when they're drawn really well and stuff. So
yeah, they need to bring back like Hawkman and Hawk Girl. They haven't done anything with them for a while.
I bet they will after this movie. I have a feeling it's going to be with Black Adam. I think it's going to be successful.
I wouldn't be surprised if they come back sooner than that because I think they're going to kill off the Justice League soon. So they're going to need somebody. So boobies.
Yes. little nip action there.
Yeah.
Interesting. So Hot Girl number 50, May 2006. Very cool.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything special with that one, but it was just kind of a cool cover.
Yeah, no, like I said, cool cover. What was I gonna say? I really think Hawkman's gonna do well.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, there you go. Okay. That's one of the bigger books in there. So yeah, that was just a Wonder Woman bondage cover from back in the day.
Yep. And I don't have this. Or I might, but it might be like a
and that might be like that's like I think it's a Nubia key too, like 3rd or 4th Nubia or something like that. So yeah, it's and those bondage ones go for I didn't know this. I recently learned this. Any issue where Wonder Woman's tied up goes for a lot of money.
Yep,
there's a bunch of weirdos out there. I mean, people that are into bondage.
I'm one of them.
There you go. Yeah.
No,
well, the ball gag's at the bottom of the
You guys, I didn't go too far when I showed y'all the couch because that's where all the S&M or whatever it is, BDSM stuff is at.
Yeah, exactly. So,
all right, let's see. How many books is it? Let's see.
I think I did 10. I'm not 100% sure, but I think
that's how many I did too. Actually,
nice.
That works out well. Let's see. Next up here we have.
Oh yeah,
Wonder Woman. More bondage. Wonder Woman.
More bondage. Goodness,
Heck yeah, I love it, dude. 15.
I like that cover. I think I dig that cover.
That one's really cool. Who's I don't know who they are. I'm gonna have to read this.
It's not Atomic Knight, I don't think, because that was a good guy back in the day. So I have no idea. Like I'm just kind of some of the Wonder Woman's Rogues Gallery is I'm not quite as familiar with all of it.
No, yeah, I only know like the big hitters. Next up.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, love that.
That one you mentioned, I bought that, and you mentioned that you're like, "Hey, could you send that to me?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to keep it." And then, we did this. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. I was like, man, that's a rad cover.
Yeah, that I had not seen that one before I got it. It's like I think it's like the 1 in 25, number
is it?
1. So,
dude, yeah, this is sick.
Yeah,
I love it. She's my girl.
Yeah, there you go. Are you a Honey Badger fan too, or whatever they renamed?
I do. Yeah. I have her first appearance as well.
Nice.
It's legit.
Well, Chris wants to get that one from you, so you can duke it out after this. So
that
one's a pretty rare one. I had trouble finding that anywhere. Like I lucked into it, and then I just had trouble. Yeah, like
it's awesome. My hope with her was that the young girl that they use in Logan, use her for future films. And instead of having a male Wolverine, go into a female.
I could see that. I've got a feeling they're going to do a male first. Just because he's a bigger character. But
he is. But
now the multiverse is out there. It could be anything. So who knows?
Feige, man. I mean, he brought the Illuminati into fruition. So it's just
that's true. And Professor X. So it's all possible.
Yeah. Ooh. I love me some Power Girl.
That's back when her chest was relatively normal sized. So
yeah, exactly. They were like, okay, not too bad. And then
solo story. I think
that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say I have this.
Yeah, you probably. I mean, I figured you might have a dupe of it, but I was like, well,
no. I love it. It's fine. I'm not mad at it. This is probably a better copy than I have because I think mine has a dog ear down here.
Okay. So what is it about Power Girl? Is it the big old personality?
Yeah, she's just a voluptuous lady, and she's also a super interesting character because she is technically Supergirl, right? But she's like, nah, I don't want to use that title. I'm going to use Power Girl.
Yeah.
Which I think is better. Like she shies away from the House of L and that kind of name.
I dig it. I yeah. She's in this 1-star Squadron book I'm reading.
Mm-hmm.
They're not using her well at all.
No,
she's just a little bitter and like working for the corporate office is all it is. It's a weird story, but
no, but
I think one of the artists, not that artist. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you could tell she lifts. Like, look at this one. Look at those thighs, dude.
Oh yeah, she's got some.
She's got the abs going. Yeah. Like,
and I know one of the later artists just kept pushing the envelope and to see like how long it would take before he got called out on the skippiness and the voluptuousness. So
yep. I'm trying to see if I have her. Yep, there she is. Hold on.
Oh yeah, see that's it's a little ridiculous. There,
it's excessive, but I love it.
Hey, sure, yeah.
Oh no, what did I drop?
Well, I do appreciate that you like the DC stuff because, like, I have a bunch of it, and I was running out. Like I said, I'm running out of Spider-Man books for everybody else. So
everybody's like, "I want Spider-Man."
Well, and I like Spider-Man. I don't have anything against him, but he's not my favorite character by any means. So it's like, okay, yeah.
Same. Like if somebody gives me, or if I see a good deal, like I'll pick it up, but it's not something that I actively hunt.
Yeah. So do you have like a favorite book that you own or favorite collectible?
Actually, one is right here.
Nice. Oh yeah. Okay. You got to explain. See, I don't know Pokemon either. I know what it is, but like,
this was the second Charizard that was made. It's Dark Charizard. I actually traded Miguel a few different comics for this.
Okay.
I need to get it in case and stuff. You can't tell in this angle, but it usually has like it shines. It's a shiny card.
Okay.
And then I guess you can kind of see it there, but
yeah,
it has a little swirl, and that goes for extra. Like they hunt that. Like it's an extra.
Really? The swirl is okay.
So
I know Pokemon collectors are goddamn nuts, but like
pretty much. So that's one of my favorites. Up there, I don't know if you can see it. It's my Spider-Man 2099 action figure.
The toy variant, the KB toy variant. Nice.
Yep.
You and Rob Stacks get along.
I don't have it out here. It's in the safe. But I don't even know if you remember, we got that big collection.
Yeah.
Me and my buddy. And then we ended up basically trading the remainder of the stuff for a Silver Surfer, first cover appearance, first Galactus, Fantastic Four 49,
okay.
signed by Stan Lee.
Yeah, that's definitely worth putting in a safe and
yeah. So that's my favorite one so far. I had just bought one earlier in January, but man, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
That's very cool. So do you have 2 copies now, or did you get rid of the other one?
I have 2 copies. No, I still have the other one because I technically only own half of that
sure.
Stan Lee one.
Yeah.
So maybe down the line I could convince him to.
I mean, plus that's a book worth having 2 copies of for sure.
Exactly.
Like,
it's only
because I mean I know he's been in films before, but they did him dirty. So.
Oh, so bad. And it wasn't even.
I mean, he wasn't bad. It was just a really bad movie.
Yeah, the plot and everything was just bad, and so. But I thought the character itself, I was like, they honed in on kind of his robotic type of personality, and then he eventually becomes more personable down the line. But yeah,
when Galactus is like the storm cloud bullshit, it's like
that was lame. Oh, dude, heck yeah, that's awesome. I think I need this too.
I thought you did. I mean, I've been keeping track because you have your checkoff list you put every once in a while.
Yeah.
I don't think you did. I don't think you got that one yet. So
nice. No. I think I need this, which is awesome.
Good.
Yeah. I want to read the story. I started reading it. I have most of them. I think I'm missing like number 6, which is the one that goes for
that's a crazy one.
$100 or $150 right now. Which I'm like, I'm so mad I missed the boat on that because I remember when they were like $40-$50.
Yeah.
The
only ones I have, I think I have a 1 and a 12. So
yeah,
I got the bookends, but I don't have anything in the middle right now. So, and I'm okay with that. Like I'm trying to like whittle down some of my stuff, but
no, I'm the same way, man. Like I'm looking at my stuff. I have like 20 short boxes over there. Doesn't even include all the stuff that I have in here.
Oh yeah.
Like I gotta start.
Yeah, I know it looks like I'm in a prison, but I'm surrounded by crap everywhere off camera.
You can draw on the wall in the back.
I could, yeah. I'm gonna put up. I got some stuff I'm gonna eventually put up there. I just haven't. I have commitment phobe, and like figure out what I'm gonna put on the walls. Just kind of.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
You look, we got one of my BDSM belts over here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go. I'll work on that. I'll put that, and then a little
slide that
paddle, and yeah.
I want to freak the fans out.
Yeah.
Ooh, Hawkman.
Yeah, and again, that's not a huge key issue. Just kind of a cool older cover.
No, for sure. I mean, it's Silver Age goodness, and it's actually really, really good condition. That's awesome, and that's kind of, I don't know who that is, but it's a cool cover.
Yeah, I forgot. It might be the first appearance of whatever the heck that character is, but
this is cool, man. I like that.
I like the old Silver Age stuff quite a bit. The covers were kind of baller back in the day. So.
Well, good. I sent you some.
Good. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Let's see here. What's up next? Ooh, Mylar goodness.
Oh, well, there you go.
There you go. Number 5. Heck yeah.
That might be the one you actually didn't have. I'm not sure. So
I know. I'd have to look up my CLZ.
Yeah, and I don't know the numbers I don't cover by numbers. So.
Yeah.
But anyways.
That's awesome though. It's legit. So the story's starting off pretty good. And I was just curious about it because I like the character from
Rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty decent cartoon. Or I mean, it got better as it went, but
it did. Yeah, it matured, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Clone Wars. Like I literally started, I think, Clone Wars 2 or 3 times and got about 5-10 episodes in. I was like, I can't.
That's about it. Yeah, I'm finally on season 3 of Clone Wars, and I'm just gonna skip ahead a bit, I think, and just kind of because it's still a little bit rough. But once it gets going, and it's starting to get cooler episodes. But for a long time, it was just bratty Anakin disobeys every week. It's like
exactly. Yeah. And so it eventually switches, and then once you get to like Ahsoka's arc towards the end, you're like, oh wow. And then even Asajj Ventress, like her little story arc that they have as well, you're like, ooh. It gets really good.
What's up, Lefty?
Whoa! What is that?
That's just a cool ass. It's a minor key, but I'm not sure. I can't remember what, honestly.
That's rad. I had not seen that.
Cool, good. I'm glad. I'm surprised you with some of them. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd have to look it up. I probably should start putting post-it notes on there. But I'm like, I'll remember, and then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, I have no idea what the hell.
That's cool.
So, like, other than you collect, I see you have like a little bit of everything. Like, what do you collect other than comics? Like anything like serious, something, or just like random?
It's random. So I've always been collecting. I used to collect Pokemon all the time.
Yeah.
Growing up as a kid. And then I hit the cool boy phase and I was like, oh no, I'm too cool for this. Like I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
So I gave all my first edition Charizards, Blastoids. And I was the kid that I didn't play cards. Like I didn't play them. I literally collected. So I went out of the thing straight into my stuff. And so it just maddens me sometimes because I have my stupid Beanie Babies. I kept those, And,
I mean, they're going to make a comeback.
They're kind of starting to. All the and this is like aging myself. Basically, there's grandkids out there whose grandmas used to collect them, and then now parents as well. And I'm just like, oh man, how old am I?
They were another thing I never got into, but I had friends that had like all of them, and it's like they're like, "Oh, we're gonna retire off of this," and then it's tanked. Right around the same time, comics tanked, and like, yeah,
it was the '90s. Everybody was trying to get rich off of collecting.
Yeah, it's totally different than now.
Yeah, exactly. For sure. It's really interesting. It's especially amongst our group. Like, somebody will throw out a mystery box. You're like, oh, that looks pretty appealing. Let me try at this attempt, and then somebody else puts one up. You're like, oh, that looks interesting. And then you're like, okay, I'm going to put some up. Yeah. And so it's like we're just exchanging money.
That's what it really is. Everyone's just giving the money and the books back and forth with each other.
Pretty much.
Unless you find a new audience like Whatnot and get us.
Yeah, I need to get on Whatnot. I need to.
I did. I know, like, I did put in a referral for you back in the day, so hopefully that helps. I don't know if it ever will, but who knows?
Yeah, so. I need to just start emailing them and consistently emailing them. Like that's all it is. Like.
You just gotta bug them. So
Exactly.
But I mean, it's all
Yes,
getting pretty
nerd.
saturated down there too, and they're selling everything now. They do like hot sauces now and stuff like.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
thanks, Jim. Jim said, "You're a young nerd."
yeah.
Stop it. Oh, stop it.
Well, Jim's just ancient. That's all. Actually, I think Jim and I are about the same age.
Speaking of Jim, well, that's actually a Jim coin.
Nice. I've got two of them. I've got a grand prize and then another one from back in the day. So.
And so I haven't uploaded the videos, but I unboxed two of them. And so I got the guns. And
nice.
This video, I had decided to throw this bad boy on.
Oh, yeah.
With the video. And I didn't know. And then I got this. I was like, how freaking perfect is that? You know? I was like, you can't plan some things. It was awesome. And I talk about it in the video. I need to upload it. I'm so behind on content too. It's crazy.
Well, everybody go follow Nerd on Insta and on YouTube. The links are down below. So just everybody hit them up for a follow.
I posted a video today on how to ship like 300 or more comics, basically, like a quick how-to.
Nice.
So 4-minute video. I figured there's people out there. I was asking folks, and so I sent it to Raiders of the Long Box, and that was a little challenge. It's basically a bunch of little small boxes. Oop. Showed that off. And then too late now. Well,
there you go. Yeah, that's
awesome.
That's not a key at all either. That was probably going to be one of the first ones in the box, but you know.
Yeah. No, that's still rad. I'm about it. Who's the artist on this? Is what I want to know. It looks like Adam Hughes.
Yeah, I think it is Adam Hughes.
It looks like it. That's what I was thinking, but I don't see his signature.
H anywhere. Yeah, it might not be. But and Ben Parker wants to know how many gallons is that hat.
How many gallons are you willing to find?
Yeah, out? How much can you fill it with there, Ben? Yeah.
Dude, this is awesome. Thank you so much. This box was killer, man.
Oh, good, man. I'm glad you liked it.
It's everything I like. It's everything I collect. So it's like, ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of surfer, or at least any surfer I was willing to give up. But like, you know, that's
right. Yeah. So yeah. I have a couple doubles of some surfer books.
Yeah.
And so I was like, should I send this to him? I was like, I don't know if he really collects it. Let me.
I mean, I like the Silver Age stuff. The modern surfer, I will get, but like the stuff I'm looking for is the crazy one. Like this number, I want Silver Surfer number 4 at some point because it's one of the best covers ever made. I think. You know, with
I just got it. I just ordered it, and so it should be coming in a week.
And then I've got the Fantastic Four number 72 or whatever. That one, I like that cover. I got that in a very low grade. So,
that one's good. Is that Kirby goodness?
That's Kirby, yeah.
Yeah, that one's a beautiful cover.
9 gallons for says Ben Parker.
Oh, it's 6.9. Actually.
Well, there is 69.
Hey,
Round up. I'll give you 6.8, and you can owe me. So I've got I got it out of the priority mailbox already, but this is great. I actually need bubble wrap. This is great, and I'm not kidding.
Perfect. Like perfect.
And hell yeah, I got the painter's tape going on. Much respect.
It ain't my first rodeo. I like to make sure all the books are sent in. I got a bent book today from eBay. It was a what was it? Sam Wilson, Captain America, Sam Wilson. Oof. The first Joaquin Phoenix cover.
Oh yeah,
him, like becoming Falcon, and I got it for $10. But it's nice and bent. I'm pretty sure
that's the bad thing about like within the community, people ship really well.
Yeah,
but like if you get like even Whatnot, there's some Whatnot sellers that just ship like ass, and I'm like, how the hell?
That's crazy.
You guys get away with this. So
I sent the message to this person. I was like, hey, this book came back bent. I was like, have you ever thought about using a Gemini mailer? He's like, what's a Gemini mailer? I was like,
oh boy.
I was like, go ahead and Google it, bro. He's like, do I need to refund you? I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, it's $10. I was like, I got this for a steal. I was like, I'm going to press it. But yeah, I was just like, now I'm just happy that this guy's going to research Gemini mailers.
Good. Yeah. Hopefully he'll learn. He probably won't buy them because they're not cheap, but like,
yeah. Whatever. I was like, they're like $1.50. But
I got stickers.
Yeah, of course.
Lots of stickers. I got a little.
I know you. I just recently remembered that you're opposed to stickers, but I was like,
I'll put them on long boxes and stuff, and they're fun. I'm just cranky in my old age, so Or actually, these I probably will pass these along to my nephew and niece because they'll appreciate them more than I will. I'll keep the nerd nostalgia and wait for until they're old enough for the bondage gear stuff. Oh, and hey, look, you actually get better directions than I do. Commence here. I shall. That's very proper.
Yeah, I figured I wanted the.
Well, thank you. Oh, hell yeah. Nice.
So
That's a cool
that's
cover.
a super cool cover.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the zombie one in the trailer, but it's not. It's a Venomized one, but it was a cool cover. I was like,
that is, yeah. It's one of the Stormbreaker variants at Virgin.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. This is awesome. I love Doctor Strange too. Are you what are you looking forward to as far as movies and TV shows? Anything like you're looking forward to coming up or
all of it?
All right.
This Thor trailer, like how we haven't been talking about that. I mean, there's
we
so
can
much
definitely get into it. So, hell yeah, man.
There you go. I told you.
Yeah. This is my speed. Get the Hawkman and the Gentleman Ghost, which guys, I did not know that. I had to cheat. So
some of them have them, some of them didn't. I was like, okay, we'll write it. And then I think I got distracted while I was watching TV.
Oh no, it's very cool. I love all this obscure like DC stuff. Like, and I like everyone's specking on everything Marvel, and I'm like, you know what? You can keep some of that. Like, it's all out of my price range. I'm gonna go for like the wackiness. Like, Gentleman Ghost would be a great character.
Exactly.
You know,
it's cool.
Kenobi actually does look. Maybe it depends upon who's show running it, and if they let Robert Rodriguez direct anything, I will fucking headbutt him because Boba Fett was hot garbage.
Boba Fett until the Mandalorian showed up.
Yeah, when it became the Mandalorian show,
it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad.
So
you're a writer, right? And so I kind of view you're a published author, I should say, right?
Well, yeah, kind of. Well, it's an art book, so I didn't do much writing on it, but yeah.
Fair. But okay, so I think of things from like that. How did they create it kind of aspect sometimes?
Yeah.
And so to me, that show feels like they were going to tell one story and then they finished it, presented it to whoever, and they were like, that is trash. We have to like edit this because it feels like they kind of shift into like a completely different story. Especially
I think you're right. I think because that Mandalorian feels shoehorned in. Like, I don't think he was going to be in the original at all.
Maybe like towards the end or something.
Maybe, but yeah, but it was a really weak story up until then, and it was weak and felt rushed all at the same time. It's like I got a feeling the entire show was going to be like flashbacks in the back of the tank, and it was just going to be boring as hell. I mean, it was still pretty dull, but you know, so. But yeah, oh hell yeah, I do not have this one either, and I almost bought a printing of this today. So I'm glad I didn't. I don't know I have to look and see what printing this is, but fifth. All right. Yeah. Nice. And I've read this. This is a great story with fantastic art.
Yeah.
If you guys have not read it, this is like a seminal Batman work. You kind of have to.
Yep.
It's Alan Moore and Brian Boland. I don't know how to pronounce it, but like, yeah, dude. And that's also great cover. Just kind of like
it's iconic. It's one of the most iconic covers out there.
It is, and yeah, it's definitely worth reading if you all haven't. But that Thor trailer, I'm kind of happy they did not show gore at all. I was like, you know what, you don't need it. Like,
yeah. Did you hear the rumor about Moon Knight?
No, what's that?
So the rumor is that Gore's going to show up in Moon Knight and then murk all of the Egyptian gods.
That would make a lot of sense because that would kind of explain why they're not doing trailers. That show gore. I thought either he's going to show up there or in Multiverse of Madness or both, possibly, and just kind of like blast a bunch of gods away. So that would make a lot of sense, and I'm okay with that because they weren't doing much in the Moon Knight show anyway. So
no, I like it, but I was like, well, there's no purpose of them. But if he comes in, that'd be great.
I need the next round of Raiders. I need to jump on. Speaking of just giving money back and forth, but still, like,
yeah, I should live open his right now. Actually. Yeah.
Nice. I do not have this one either.
Little Jack Kirby goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I love like Kirby's still the king. Like he's just his big old ham fists and his like, but I mean, he has a great sense of inking. Well, I mean, he didn't ink his own stuff a lot, but still like with Joe Simon's on the inks, which I think this probably is like, that was,
that was the trio.
Hell yeah. And speaking of underrated, like all of the Marvel books, like I think the Fantastic Four is one of the few where you can still get some of them at fairly reasonable prices because everyone's just sleeping on them. But
except for like the big keys, right? Like anything.
The Galactus, like 48 and 49. And then Panther and Ronin, but and even Ronin get cheap. It's the other one. First Black Bolt probably.
Yeah. Yep.
But other than that, they're pretty
under the radar.
Oh,
I know, super small writing.
No, yeah, and I'm going. It's just dark in here too. Like I have to keep it dark, or my webcam light goes crazy. So hell yeah, nice Adam Hughes cover.
Yep.
So, good old Catwoman. Adam Hughes. Speaking of girly goodness,
yeah,
Adam Hughes knows what he's into, and
he knows his market too.
He does. He's like, they want to see a nice pair of plots.
Yep.
And
beautifully drawn.
Yeah, very nice. Hell yeah, man. This is great. I'm loving this. Speaking of which,
back to back.
Nice. Looks a little bondagey, and I've not read this run either. I need to jump on it. I've heard the Rom V, or is he doing Black Cat? I can't remember which one the Rom V did. Doesn't matter.
Sure.
Yeah. I need to jump on this. Has anyone read this run of Black Cat or Catwoman? Let me know if it's any good, people.
Yeah, comment below.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Nice. Hell yeah. I see you had you got one behind you. That's the first cover, right? The one you have behind you?
Yeah, that's the sketch variant of her. And then there's one down here. That's like a second printer. I forget what that is.
Nice.
And then right there, that's the number 1, which that one is homaging this one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely same color scheme, same pool, different angle. Hell yeah.
So with that one, it's a low print run.
Yeah, I could tell. And I don't have any of these. I have a couple of different versions of Howard the Duck number 1, which is her first technical appearance, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love me some Howard the Duck, but yeah.
I'm trying to think if I threw any into your box.
Oh, thanks, Lefty. We'll see. We'll get there.
We'll get the mystery. We'll get there. Damien. Nice. There you go. Little Jock cover.
Yeah, Jock also does great covers. Can't write worth a damn. Like his that Darkest Night or whatever. One Dark Night is awful, but covers are great. Hell yeah.
Does awesome covers.
Yeah, he does. That's very cool. Thanks, man. I'm loving this. This is great.
Good.
We're getting there, people. We got like 2 more left.
2 more left.
Oh, nice.
I was like, you'll appreciate this one.
Oh, I definitely do. Hell yeah, man. This is great. And this is another book that it just keeps going up and up and up in price, which is just,
and it hasn't even premiered yet, or they haven't even like talked about it.
No.
So yeah.
This is bananas.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I'm loving this. And then last and definitely not least, I'll get the tape off of it. But
yeah.
First appearance of what did he turn into in the newest thing? Can't remember. He turned into something else.
Ben Parker into Scarlet Spider.
Yeah, and then now he's like Clash or Crush or something.
I
don't know, some bad guy version or some possible bad guy. So nice. Hell yeah. Fantastic, sir. Fantastic. I appreciate it. This is awesome. So how often do you drop podcast episodes? I should know this, I guess, but
I'm
asking for the audience.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, the audience. So it's a weekly podcast, and it ranges. Like today, I'm going to meet with them after this. Actually,
nice.
Here in 15 minutes.
All right. Well, I won't keep you very long, but yeah.
No. You're good. You're good. We're going to talk about Moon Knight. So we'll catch up on that. One of the other topics is going to be candies that we grew up with.
Nice.
So we talk nerd stuff, and then we'll do nostalgia. Then we'll do reviews.
Nice.
So it's really all pop culture, everything that we encompass. So
if you start talking about nerds, the candy, then you can talk about
2 birds, 1 stone.
Exactly. Throwing some Pop Rocks in there and blow everyone's mind.
I was going to do the fruit roll-ups. Do you remember those?
Oh yeah, I remember those.
And I would wrap them around my thumb and just suck on them.
Nice.
Now that I think about it, it's kind of weird, but
that explains how I got into the bondage stuff a little bit.
It does, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so we talk about everything and anything, man. And it's just 3 guys that usually will drink some drinks.
Nice.
And
now, do you guys all? I'm guessing you don't all get in the same physical location right now. You kind of just do it over.
Originally we did. Then with COVID hit, we started Zooming, and then with our schedules, we kind of stuck with that.
Yeah.
So about 2 weekends ago, we did meet up with the intent of podcasting. We just got way too drunk and hung out in the hot tub, and like we're just catching up. It had been a while since we were all three in the
Sure, yeah.
place. So we were just having a good time. His wife was so mad because we stayed up drinking until like 4 a.m. So
you got to do it once in a while.
It happens.
It happens. I've
verbs too. So
I've never done anything like that. Had any shenanigans on camera. Whatever you do, don't ever watch any of Chip Gettler's Saturday Night stuff when I show up, because I'm usually 3 sheets to the wind when I get on there.
I'm done. I'm out of here.
Yeah. You know, it has to. You got to let off steam somehow.
Exactly.
So do you have do you have a favorite movie? Or it doesn't have to be. You don't have to. I mean, I know it's a.
I do, but that's such a hard question. We'd have to narrow it down. Like I could go Forrest Gump. I could go Starship Troopers.
Nice.
I could do what's another favorite one? Endgame is awesome. The Dark Knight is probably the best superhero movie. Logan is in my top.
Yeah, Logan's a good one. Logan's like a Western disguised as a superhero movie, but
exactly. And so here's my thing. I thought that movie kind of is a staple for future directors to kind of change the way they make superhero movies. Like,
they
can have a spy thriller within the superhero genre. They can have take the Batman, for example.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't a typical superhero Batman movie. It was more of a crime detective story.
Yeah, the horror thriller.
Exactly. And it worked.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think that's what they should do. I think Marvel is getting kind of formulaic with their stuff. And they sort of experiment in the TV shows, but they're kind of pussy about that too.
Yep.
Honestly, like I'm like Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters. I think this show's been relatively weak so far because they're just not willing to take any real chances with it. You know, it's just kind of.
I would love to have had more of the.
Thanks, Jim. There you go.
What is it called? Oh, thanks, Jim. I appreciate that. What is it called? That movie, National Treasure.
Yeah.
Like that's what I wanted, a little bit more hunting of like trying to find the next artifact and like piecing it together, and it creates this. But it's not bad. I like it. It's more violent than I thought they were willing to go. So I do like that aspect.
I wish it was a little darker too. I mean, it's still kind of because Moon Knight should be a badass and should beat people up, and he should lead into like the Midnight Suns. I think that kind of darker side of the MCU. You know, where you could get some Ghost Rider going. You could get some.
Blade,
not Morbius, because fuck Morbius, but like, you know,
what a terrible.
You could bring back the Punisher, and
yes, well, they're supposedly going to, right? Especially, I think they announced that. Side note: Daredevil is getting rebooted, right?
Yeah, he never showed up in Homecoming or No Way from Your Mom's Home or whatever they called it. Yeah,
No Way Homecoming. Yeah, No Way Home.
Sure, whatever.
Disney will turn every movie into the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. They are Disney, and they are kind of catered to the largest possible audience. But
exactly.
Well, you're right. That's what I did like about the Batman is like it had a large audience, but it wasn't catering. It was just kind of like we're gonna tell this creepy ass Batman story, you know, and it's gonna show how Batman's not even that really good of a detective.
Exactly. It was really interesting. They kind of humanized everything to modern times, right? Like, that was the Zodiac Killer, like inspired from that, right? And then the forums, and spoiler alert to those that don't know, right? Yeah. When he's on the forums and you have all the crazy people that do show up, like that's not so far from the truth, right?
That's pretty much the internet right now. Yeah, that's.
So it's like, wow, it's crazy. But at the same time, it's like it's kind of reality as well.
And and what they're going to do, there's 2 shows I think branching off from that, right? There's going to be the Penguin.
Yep.
And then Gotham Central.
Yep.
And so I think
rebranded. It was supposed to be a Gotham PD or something like that.
Sure. Yeah.
And then they rebranded it into something else. But regardless, I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then James Gunn is supposedly rumored to be leading all of DC. To be like the Kevin Feige of DC. I was like, I wouldn't be mad at that.
I wouldn't be. We'll see, because I like him when he actually has complete control over everything of his. Because I love Peacemaker. I'm hoping he doesn't get too watered down and like
tries to do that for everything.
But if he gets to like pick directors and stuff, then I think it'll be good, because if he can pick some good directors and stuff that he digs at like weirdo shit.
Give me Taika Waititi on a DC movie.
Oh yeah, that would be.
Oh.
Have you? It's not. I mean, it's a nerdy movie, but like, give me the Daniels, the two that just did Everything Everywhere All at Once. Which, if you've not seen it, put them on a DC movie and just let them go bananas with it. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah. So. It would be. There's so much potential. That's the thing. I think Warner Bros. For a long time was so controlling, and they were just trying to replicate a formula that wasn't fitting their mold. And so they were trying to replicate Marvel stuff, and it wasn't working. They tried to do their own thing and didn't really work. And so now with this buyout, it's kind of or merger, it's kind of stirring the pot. So I'm hoping that out of it we come out.
I'm hoping they learn from Peacemaker, because it's a character nobody gave a rat's ass about.
Exactly.
And it turned into a really good story. And I think it's one of the most watched DC properties ever.
Yeah.
And it kept getting audience as it went along.
Exactly. Like, dude, it was so good. Because people will be like, dude, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. People are like, I don't know. And then boom, they watch it. They're like,
as soon as you watch the opening credits, you're like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
And you're like,
what did I get myself into? Yeah. It's so good.
But yeah, I think that I do think since the Thor trailer dropped today, I'm not going to steal all your thunder for your podcast coming up.
No, you're good.
I'm looking forward to it because I love Thor Ragnarok. I thought Taika Waititi on that, he brought some much needed humor to Thor. And I love the Kirby-esque like design elements of it all. And I think it's going to carry over into this.
So many things. Jane Foster.
Yeah. And honestly, like Natalie Portman bores the shit out of me, but she did look pretty buff in the trailer.
Yo, man, her arms look better than mine. I was like,
definitely better than mine. As long as she just doesn't have that resting sad ass face the entire time.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think she's gorgeous. Like
she's gorgeous, but like
she
doesn't tend to play happy at all. And I get like Jane Foster Thor is not necessarily happy. For a lot of reasons, not to spoil it for everybody, but But you got to have a little bit of mirth in there if it's going to be in the fun Thor universe. So
I'm so curious how this is going to be. If he's going to be like traveling dimensions, if he's all on the same one.
I'm guessing because like it looked like he was on Sakaar for a bit with all the portals.
Yeah,
and then he's got his boat with the Tooth Gnasher and Tooth Grinder. The goats pulling him through space.
Yeah,
so, like I think he's going to be trying to chase after Gore. A lot is my guess. Or somebody like go off Gallivant and they realize
detective kind of story where he's like piecing together who's killing all these gods.
Yeah.
And it looks like we might get like a King Thor action from this towards the end.
I think there's gonna be a lot of Thor. I got a feeling that it's gonna happen. I think because they're waiting for after the multiverse of madness. I got a feeling. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually saw Thunderstrike, some Beta Ray Bill, all the other like variants in there too.
Yeah. So. It's super interesting to see how they're going to carry over the multiverse. I think the way they're going to do it is, all right, in this universe, the X-Men exist. In this universe, the one that we know, it's Avengers and Spider-Man. In this universe, it's Fantastic Four. And then there's going to be something big, Kang, Galactus, whatever it is, that brings them all together. They do their Avengers-style movies and then back to their separate worlds.
I can see that, yeah. Or something's going to happen to like collapse the multiverse again, and like they'll choose what they want and have it all in one universe.
A little Secret Wars 2015.
Yeah, whatever the incursion event or whatever. Where I could see that. Yeah, Battle World. That's what we would need.
Battle World. Yeah. I've actually in one of my podcasts, I was like, is that what they're going to do? Like, yeah. It's interesting.
I doubt it. Battle World would blow everybody's. It's too nuts.
It's also too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see him do something like that. But you're right, Jim. Guardians will make it funny because it's James Gunn.
Yep.
And he's good at all that. So.
Yeah.
He's so. But I love. Yeah, I like Taika Waititi. Put him on a DC, like any DC property.
It would be amazing.
He'd probably actually be a good Flash director.
I think so. I think if they gave Wally West Flash to him, it would be great.
Well, they're going to kill off Barry pretty soon with Ezra Miller.
It's not that hard. Do a little Infinite Crisis, like flashbacks to it, and then have Ezra
Miller can't stay out of trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, so like get an actor that's a little bit more vanilla and a little less likely to go get the crap kicked out of him in Hawaii or whatever. And
yeah, God, some of these actors, man, I just don't get it.
I get it. I mean, they're young and all of a sudden they're loaded, so it's like athletes. You go from when you grow up and not having much, then all of a sudden you're like more money, you know what the hell to do with. You're just gonna party like a son of a bitch, and like
that's true.
So, I get it. I mean, I don't love it, but I get it. It's like Well, listen, I don't want to keep you because I know you got something coming up. But what else? What do you have coming up on your channel? What do you want to? What do you want to plug? How about that?
We will be doing a giveaway sometime soon. I'll be out of town this week, but it's going to be the first Daredevil. So be on the lookout. Not first Daredevil, first Echo in Daredevil.
Nice.
We'll be giving that away, so be on the lookout for that. We have the Texas Comic Crew Mystery Box event. I don't know if you've gotten to join those on Whatnot. We'll be doing that at the end of the month, the 30th into the 1st of May.
Nice.
And then I think that first week after, I'll do a mystery box run.
Nice.
And then, of course, the podcast, Nerd Nostalgia Podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, that's where we're all at. Thank you, Jim. I will be safe at the wedding. Everybody else, thank y'all so much. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys.
Nice. Well, yeah, thanks for being on, man. It's been a lot of fun. I love the box and I love having you on. Anytime you want to jump on in, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I know Eddie and I, we've been doing cranky comic chat on Sundays, and it's just a bad day for me. So we're switching it all up to Tuesdays starting next week.
Okay.
So later on, like starting probably about 9:00 Central on Tuesdays, anybody is welcome to jump on in the audience too. And then
I've jumped
Wednesdays,
in every once in a while. I think I've jumped in, but yeah. I definitely will.
Yeah, jump on. And Wednesdays, I got my cranky comic review, which is not always cranky, but if the books suck, I'm gonna let you know they goddamn suck. And Thursdays, I'll open some kind of bullshit.
There you go.
Next Monday on Unboxing Match, it'll be the return of Eddie from Old Man Collectibles. Yeah, this is just the fun route. Eddie and I kind of know each other, so he's messing with me on this one. He you can tune in next Monday to see how he messed with me, because like I know sort of what he did to the box, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
So my thought, and maybe he's gonna steal my idea, but I was gonna do all Turok ones until the last book, and let the last book just be like a banger.
Oh, that would have been awesome. I don't think that's what he's doing, but you have to tune in or watch on the rewind if you can and see what he
does for sure.
And he's not watching right now, guys, so don't let him know. But I might have gotten a little bit of revenge on him. So we'll see. So, but thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And Irvin, thanks for jumping on. And this is awesome. I've been looking forward to this one. And yeah.
Thanks, everybody. Brother. I appreciate it, man. Have a good night.
Have a great night. And don't be dicks, people. Just don't be dicks.